Hi, and welcome back to Shadow Seekers, where we explore the unknown, the unexplained, and the mysterious. There are places we're not meant to go, and roads we're not meant to travel. Today, we're talking about an urban legend whispered among night shift workers, insomniacs, and people who swear they were awake when they boarded the bus to nowhere. A bus with no route number, no destination, and no return ticket. This is the urban legend of the bus to nowhere. The legend begins in different cities across the world: New York, London, Tokyo, Berlin, but the details are always eerily similar. Late at night, usually after midnight, a nearly empty bus stop. A bus pulls up silently, headlights dim, engine humming too smoothly to be normal. There's no route number displayed, no destination sign, just a blank, glowing panel, or sometimes nothing at all. The doors open, and something feels off. People who see the bus say the air around it feels heavier, quieter, as if the world itself is holding its breath. Most people ignore it, but some don't. According to the legend, the people who board the bus to nowhere are never in a good place. They're exhausted, heartbroken, lost, running from something or someone. Some are grieving, some are desperate, others are simply curious. One former night shift nurse claims she boarded the bus after a 16-hour shift, convinced she'd missed her stop. She says the driver never looked at her, never spoke, just nodded once, slowly. The passengers inside sat perfectly still, no phones, no talking, no eye contact, and every window showed darkness, no streets, no buildings, no stars, just black. Once the bus starts moving, it doesn't stop. Time behaves strangely. Some writers say minutes felt like hours. Others swear they rode for days without hunger, thirst, or sleep. The streetlights outside pass too evenly, too rhythmically, like a loop. And then there's the driver, always described the same way: tall, unnaturally still, wearing a uniform that looks decades out of date. Some say his face is blurred, like it can't quite be remembered. Others claim there was no face at all. If you ask where the bus is going, the driver doesn't answer. But if you ask when, the bus slows, and that's when things get worse. At random points, the bus stops, the doors open, and outside is a place that feels familiar, but wrong. And that's when things get worse. A childhood street with no houses, a hospital hallway with no doors, a forest where the trees lean inward. Passengers are silently invited to leave. The legend says, if you step off, you don't die, you simply stay, trapped in a place stitched together from memories, regrets, and unfinished lives. Some believe these stops are versions of the afterlife. Others think they're psychological prisons, or worse, places that feed on human consciousness. No one knows what happens to those who leave the bus, because no one who does ever comes back. Very few people claim to have escaped the bus to nowhere, and those who do are changed forever. They wake up at normal bus stops, hours or days later with no memory of how they got there. Their watches stopped working, their phones are drained, even if they were fully charged. And every single one reports the same final moment: the driver turning to them and saying just one sentence:
"This isn't your stop."
After that, they are back, but they're never the same. They avoid buses, they hate silence, and many say they still hear an engine idling outside their window at night, waiting. Skeptics say it's a shared hallucination, a metaphor for depression, or a modern version of older myths, like ferrymen guiding souls between worlds. But transit authorities in multiple cities have acknowledged reports of unregistered buses appearing briefly on CCTV, only to vanish between frames. No license plates, no records, no drivers identified. And then there are the missing persons reports, people last seen waiting for a bus that doesn't exist. The legend ends with a warning passed quietly between night travelers. If you ever see a bus with no number, no destination, and passengers who won't look at you, no matter how tired you are, no matter how lost you feel, do not get on. Because once you ride the bus to nowhere, you may never find your way back. Have you ever seen a bus that shouldn't exist? Or felt like you narrowly avoided something that felt darker? Let me know in the comments. And remember, shadow seekers, not every journey is meant to be taken. Sleep lightly, and as always, stay curious.